Hi guys, I'm Uncle Richie.
Yo, what up? J Money's back.
And this is C10. And you're
long time, hey.
It's been a long time coming, man. It's really a pleasure to have you on.
Oh man, it's my pleasure, man. It's an honor to actually be in the house.
Oh man, like even Jackman and Charles, we were talking about this one, since we organised it, and they were, they were a bit sad that they couldn't get here. Well, Charles is running late as usual.
PNG clock.
PNG time.
we were taking that back.
Yeah. But no, we're really excited for this episode. But ultimately, like we'll get into the nitty gritty and everything that you have built so far, and your legacy of where you are at the moment with your life. But I mean, ultimately, we wanted to start off with a bit about your background, where is your family from, and also where you were born.
Definitely. I'm actually from Enga province. So my mom and dad's are originally from Enga. We're from the district called Wapinamanda, a village in called Sauk Valley. I can break it down all the way, but the place called Sauk Valley, and I think in terms, growing up, I always so I was born in Ley.
Yeah.
I'm a Ley person. I was born in Ley, raised up for 7 years down there.
Yeah.
And then family decided to move down to Port Moresby.
Okay.
We lived in North Waigani. Still been there here now. So I think it's been, I'm not exactly right, but probably been 24 years now.
Yep.
In North Waigani. And but I usually just go back in a village and see my people and stuff. And but growing up in my village, it's a I know a little bit my language, but I'm not actually fluent in speaking my language. Same as my siblings. I got five siblings anyway.
Mm-hmm.
I got a twin girl, so she's not identical.
That's great. And it's your birthday today.
It is my birthday today on the uncles today, so that's a special one.
That's it's a very special episode here.
Yeah, so I got a firstborn sister and a second, and a brother, and then the twins, and then a girl. So yeah, not anything exciting from there, but yeah.
Oh man, it's all exciting. And are they all in Moresby or back home in the village? Or?
Yes. So my bigger sister came down to Brisbane. She was studying pilot. Now he's back in the village.
Yep.
She's working in the airstrip back in Wapinamanda for airline. Everyone's back in Port Moresby. She's back in the village working there. But my twin sister's an accountant.
Okay.
My brother, I think he's also married. He has two siblings. And my small one, the last one, she's still studying in UPNG. So everyone's back in PNG. Yeah, so I'm the only one in Brisbane.
Oh man, how is that? Must be tough.
It is, bro. It's been 4 years, eh?
Yeah.
It's been 4 years, bro.
Wow.
4 years away, like no back in PNG.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And I know you mentioned you moved to Port Moresby and growing up there. Like what was that time like? Before you came over to Brisbane.
Oh man, Port Moresby was it was. I've learned, like, I came down to Australia because of playing football, but in Port Moresby growing up, it was a really, really good childhood, I would say, growing up with the family and everyone there. And, it was, I don't know, man. To fully be in a different location now and away from Port Moresby where you actually grew up all your life. To be here, I mean, it's really challenging for the last couple of years, and compare, you miss your family and stuff like that. But growing up in that area, knowing the things that you're familiar with, and now being here trying to cope up with stuff that you're unfamiliar with, and then it is an uncomfortable place. But I'm grateful, man. Grateful to actually especially the people around here also helped me a lot. And yeah, man. I mean, but I moved down to Sydney for 2 years, and then I moved last year to so it's been 2 years now in Brisbane. So I feel if never want to come back. I didn't want to come down to Queensland. I feel like I was coming back to PNG. I was like, oh, I'm not going back. but I was like, nah, it's all good. Let's just go and see what it's like. But but nah, it's awesome. Met great people like yourself and Masalai group, and man, it's been amazing. Kenny and all the boys and Shane. And I love this, bro.
Yeah, and in Moresby, you played for, because I know for all those people out there, Benton's quite the rugby league player. He's he's doing amazing things. He's part of the Muscleized club here with us, and if you talk about a V8 engine, it's Benton over here.
V8 engine, I like that. I never see myself like that.
Man, he goes non-stop. He doesn't stop. He does not stop. He can tackle anything. He's got a big gas tank. So,
wow.
Bro, when you were in Moresby, is that where you started your rugby league career, or did you start that in Ley? Where did you start playing?
I actually started in Port Moresby. I started playing football when I was 10 years old.
Wow.
I was playing schoolboys in my primary local back in Waigani. It's called Boroboa Primary School. So I started playing football there.
Shout out to that school.
Shout out to Boroboa, by the way. But no, it was awesome playing around there with the boys and off the streets, and then started playing schoolboys, and then from that level kept on playing. And I mean, most of my rugby started from that level, playing schoolboys mostly. I wasn't that big, it was funny because, even the reason I wanted to actually play football was because I was chubby, bro. I was fat, bro. I was really chubby. So what they did was they chucked me on the wing, bro. I was like, as long as I get a game, that's important. But I loved it, bro. I loved it. I started playing, and then I went over to so when I did year 11 and 12, I did year 11, 12 in Pomnets, Port Moresby National, if I may say, and then from there I was doing that. I was playing for a team called Paga Panthers in.
I know, very well-known team.
One of the best teams I reckon in Port Moresby.
Definitely.
But then I moved to Hohola Flies, so shout out to Hohola Flies too. So.
Oh, that's an even bigger team.
But no, it was good. It was playing there. I learned all my basic playing football, other discipline through Paga Panthers, to be honest. They actually brought me up to be... I would definitely say brought me up to be where I am actually today. So shout out to definitely Paga Panthers for especially Richard Wakambi, one of the best coaches I've actually been coached by. And from that level, I wanted to play the Digital Cup so bad, bro. But I was really young because there was a lot of big people. It was just all those former, like all those Kumals, like that brutal Kumals, there was. Old Kumals, all time, big
Back
people.
in the day.
Oh man, they are, a lot of them are 90% of them grab but
always the late shot swinging.
Man, and I was really young, so they were saying, I feel like I wasn't ready, but I really wanted to play. But I grew up playing halfback and 5'8". But from that level, playing from that, I struggled playing A grade for Paga Panthers, and it was in out because I was competing against Roger Laka, Jesse Joe Parker, and Charlie Simon, and all those big players. But I was like a boot carrier for them. I was playing under 19, and I always watched them. And
they were your idols.
Man, I've been mentored by them so much, and I'm super grateful, bro. So from there, played, and then I got my first opportunity in 2016 when I was 18.
Yep.
to 19, so 18 years old. And I think I was the youngest Digital Cup player for 2016.
Wow.
Yeah,
Shit, bro.
I was picked up for Hela Wigmen. And
Wow.
they came to my house and told my parents that they would wanted me to go play with them.
Yep.
But I had to move down to that was my first time going away from my parents. Moved to Mendy to camp down there for 8 months to play, train and play for them. So yeah, that was
Jeez.
2016. So that was a really challenging. That was a really challenging playing Digital Cup.
What did your parents think?
Oh man. They asked me a very important question. They said, especially my dad, they said, "Is that what you want to do?"
Yeah.
And that moment, I had to sit down and I thought about it. And that time, I finished grade 12.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know what? I wanted to continue studying, uni and all that. But I said, no, I want to play football. So I decided, and I mean, dad and mom was really supportive. Yeah. And, shout out to my mom and dad. If
that's amazing,
parents back in the village, they're always about education, and especially the Islander parents and Islands parents, and they're not easily, they said rugby league has no future in Papua New Guinea, and they usually say that, but for them to actually allow me to go back and play in Mendy and all that, follow, what I want to do, man, that's the reason why I'm here today. So shout out to my mom and dad. I love them so much. So so it was a challenging experience down in Mendy.
Yeah, I mean, it would have been. So you went, you played there with them for how many years?
So I played 1 year.
1 year with Hela.
Hela Wigmen. Then I got pulled over by. So when I played 1 year, 2016.
Yep.
Then I got pulled over by 2017 to train with them.
Yep.
But then in the middle, I decided to say I went down to. So at that time I was also working for a company called Pure Water in PNG.
Oh,
and I was working while I was selected also to play. And then when I worked for Pure Water, the two people, the boss, the England, Malaysia, the wife's Malaysian, and they told me if we can support you, because they were really supportive in what I was doing. We want to support you. But if you play in PNG, we're not going to support you. Oh, and I was like, so you want me to play Australia? I said, if you get a contract in Australia, then we'll support you. Yeah. And they kept me working there, because I was out of school. Yeah. And I went there, decided to go down to WA, Perth, and then I play a day tournament, nights tournament. And about to leave on the second day, and I got a call from 3 clubs in Perth saying they want to sign you. Wow. And I was going to fly in the morning, and they called me at like 8 o'clock in the night. Yeah. And they asked me, and I was like, I told my cousin, I was leaving with my cousin, and it's like, oh, we gotta go. I came here for that reason. And it's like, okay, let's go. Just choose one. So we went to the nearest one, which was Rockingham Sharks. So wow. So it was in WA. So I got my first overseas contract with Rockingham Sharks. Jeez.
Wow, what a story, bro. Jeez. All the way in Perth.
Yeah, all the way in Perth.
Oh my god.
So it was NRLWA. It was called NRLWA.
Wow. Yeah. I didn't even know that was a thing.
Yeah, it was, bro. That's like the only rugby league competition that people come. It's like 10 or 12 teams in there. Yeah. It's also suburb. And it's the only rugby game that played in Perth.
Yeah, wow.
And jeez. It was like a little mini NRL because it was all televised and everything.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was all recorded and everything. It went live and all that stuff.
Oh, that's awesome.
That was good.
Yeah. And so after that is when you moved to Sydney?
Yeah, so that was 2017. I got my first contract, and then I went back to Papua New Guinea. Okay. And then I was scouted by the Vipers. So I spent a year with the Port Moresby Vipers. Yeah. And they were also in 2019. I played with big name players like Lasse Marabe, Ate Bino Wabo, all those big name players. And I've learned so much from them, Yeah. So from there, I was like, I gotta move out again. It's like I gotta go somewhere else. And 2019, I was playing. 2018 was Vipers, and then 2019, I came back to Hela Wigmen to train with them. And then middle of the season, things weren't right, and there was things happened in my life. I went down, I went up, I went down. Life happened, and I moved to Sydney, 2019, and around December. So it was my first time back to Sydney.
Okay. And look, I mean, you've moved around a lot, like played at played at so many different clubs. I mean. what are some of the lessons, you look back now and you're like, geez, I'm glad I, made that experience. What are some of the lessons you've learned so far?
I think for me personally, moving from different clubs and playing and moving around was the ability to actually understand people.
Ooh.
You know,
Ooh.
I wanna say something. A short story, but I wasn't able. The only thing that I was held back was my language barrier speaking. I was really down speaker. I didn't tell you this. I grew up as a stop starter. A starter.
Really?
Yeah, bro.
Stutterer?
I was like always, I couldn't speak.
Well, see, can't even tell.
Yeah, bro. I grew up.
Yeah.
If you ask my family, they still can't believe that I can speak now.
Jeez. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
So language speaking, because I was like, I grew up speaking Pidgin and all that, so I couldn't
Yeah.
speak English properly.
Yeah.
So that was the only thing that held me back from actually playing and all those things, and that was the only thing that was battling. Like football was fine, but speaking was so difficult. So coming back to your question, the thing that actually helped me so much was my level of speaking.
Yeah.
I had to put myself in an uncomfortable place with people that I didn't know, from different walks of life, different cultures, and that all helped me and opened me up to actually where I am today about, just speaking, in proper fluency, not speaking like, capable of speaking, but with that ability, but able to speak now. So that would be that's the thing I hold close, and I love that. If I didn't do those, jumping from clubs and playing and traveling, I would never be where I am today. So yeah.
Oh man, that's just that's huge because I talk to you normally now and you just can't even tell.
Oh, really?
Yeah, bro. That surprises me so much.
Yeah, wow.
And I mean, it's a great story to tell because you put yourself in the deep end, literally, and I'm sure there would have been some moments where you would have sat back and been like, man, I hate this. I just want to go home.
Every day.
Yeah. So,
every day. You know the funny thing was?
Yeah.
The funny thing was, I couldn't communicate with girls, bro. That's embarrassing to say this, but bro, the only thing that holds me down in that place was I could not speak to any girls because what would I say? I might say the dumbest thing ever. Oh man. So yeah, man. Like you said, man, it was. It wasn't the place I wanted to be, to be honest. Yeah.
Oh, sheesh. And so, yeah, we fast forward. You moved to Brizzy, and then I guess, how I met you was through Kenny and the Muscle Eyes last year.
Yeah.
When you boys came and, helped us out, and obviously now you're a part of that Muscle Eyes Brotherhood, which we have.
I love the club.
So, how was, moving to Brisbane? I know you play at Valley Diehards now. How are the Diehards going? And, how was your season this year?
Oh, man. Playing with Muscle Eye last year was one of the best things I actually did.
Yeah.
That was one of the best. Winning the grand final was
champs.
Come on. And then to go back to playing grand final, to be on a fair level, bro, I actually did not put much effort because I got a big preseason coming up end of this year and cup level, and I actually want to pursue that so bad. So I wasn't thinking of playing that, but I felt like I needed to be there for the boys.
Oh,
and
man. We thank you for that.
Nah, I love the boys. That's why I did it, because of the boys. It wasn't because of the game, So just being around the brothers, and you guys are amazing. So so I moved that, and then season with Valley's Dyad was amazing, man. I'm so actually blessed to play with one of the best clubs in Brisbane, in the Brisbane Comp, man. And you play too.
Yeah.
I didn't know, bro, when you were Dyad Valley to Can you didn't tell me to? And when
I was there the year before.
Yeah.
You guys went.
Yeah.
So 2021, I think. COVID year.
Yeah.
I was playing down there, but I was just happy to see, because sometimes I'll chuck on the BRL live and watch you guys play, So no, it's awesome.
Wow. Yeah. So I was surprised that you played, and I was like, wow, come on, that's awesome.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I started last year, and it was a good season. Played alpha seventh grade, then finished off playing first grade. It was a good season. I got players player last year, so it was awesome. That was good.
Yeah.
Also, I think I played after season, but I scored most tries in the reserve grade.
Really?
Yeah, so that was
Shit,
even
man.
better again. So
I'm telling you guys, this guy.
and then this year was awesome too. So I played. The thing that was awesome is because I played in a way where I enjoyed the game playing Ulkai and playing Lock at the same time. But just to put your body on the line with those bigger boys and
Yeah.
just to come out not getting injured, that's something I'm always after and seeking about looking after the body. And
Yeah.
that's why I say it's a really good season. So, but apart from that, got some offers to actually do some preseason cup now. So
Beautiful.
I'm just looking after the body too. I'm not going to tell anyone what club actually cup level. I'll tell you after this.
Don't put it out. Don't put
We're
it
not
out.
putting it out there,
Yeah.
but yeah, and I'm just doing off season now and training with Kenny's coming down in 2 weeks time.
Yep.
I'm training with Kitchell now. Stanford's down there and PNG coming down too. So
Yep.
yeah, so it's been awesome, bro.
Oh man, that was that was a big 20 minutes there. Hope all of you enjoyed that.
That was awesome.
Look, we're gonna cut it off there, but we're gonna do part 2 when we come back. We're gonna talk about what's going on in Benton's life at the moment. He's got rigs going on at the moment, the rise to infinite greatness, which is it's just another amazing thing. So we'll come back. We'll talk all things Benton again. So stay tuned.